Another thing that I absolutely love about Jetlag Africa is that we are more of like exchanging cultures with these people that are also here with us that are actually from other places in Africa. For example, we actually had like a dinner where we all had to make something from where we come from. So I made a dish from Zimbabwe, and I was paired up with a gentleman from Angola, and he also made something from his country. So that is what I actually like about this trip, because I am learning some things from other places that I don't even know about. And also, you know, we are kind of like changing the narrative on this trip as well with everything, because we know for a fact that the media sometimes kind of plays a sort of negative role, you know, in terms of how things are done here, how people behave here. So I am also learning stuff from other people who are here on the trip about where they are coming from, and they're also learning a few things as well about how we live our life down here in Africa.
In my opinion, the biggest culture exchange that I've had so far, we had a dinner with everyone, and the language was what first got me. I didn't realize how many different dialects there were within Africa, and how a lot of people here are able to speak multiple, so they switch back and forth. So I was a little lost. However, body language doesn't lie. So when people are laughing, when people are joking around, I can kind of keep up what they're talking about. And I really enjoyed being able to try to exchange and try to learn the dialect myself. So that was something that was actually a good time for me, where there was a point in time where I was trying some of the dialect. They were helping me out. I wasn't doing a horrible job. I tried my best. Well, that was good.
I'm making spaghetti with a little twist. I'm making it with chicken breast instead of beef. Typically it's made with beef meatballs, but I'm choosing to do chicken breast with some veggies and mixed in some.
Is this like a regular meal or something cultural related? What do
Yeah,
you say?
I would say spaghetti is very popular, even though it originated, excuse me,
Okay,
in
yeah.
Italy. It's very popular in the U.S. It's a staple, and I grew up eating it. I would say we probably had spaghetti once a week, because it's a really easy meal and very filling, and so it's a go-to for many families in the United States.
Like agricultural wise, do you guys crop some, or because I mean when it comes to us, like we produce quite a lot of these. Like most of the product that it has to do like with the mealie meal, they normally we like crop it, we grow it, so it's like part of our economy and our agriculture as well. So we do this quite a lot.
I stumbled upon Jetlag Africa one day while I was doing research, because I'm interested in doing some travel influencing. And an ad for Jetlag Africa came up, and I kept going back to the ad because I was like, wait, did they just say that they send people to Africa for free? And I didn't believe it. I definitely thought it was a scam. So that I just kept reading everything on their page, their Instagram page. I looked at videos on their YouTube, and I thought, you know what, why not? I need a vacation, and I figured this would be the best thing to try for myself. What is it like being a Nigerian and living in Cape Town?
Well, I love it. Because Cape Town has the not too hot, hot in summer and gets cold. Nigeria is hot all the time.
Oh, okay.
And it do get cold some days, but not that much. But Cape Town is very beautiful there. It's really my vibe. And being a Nigerian here, I kind of love it because I love our culture.
Yeah.
And we bringing it bringing it around, and people love Nigerians everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Except the haters, those ones talk too much. But people love Nigerians, so that's one thing I like about it. Makes me feel like a celebrity sometimes.
Oh, really?
Like, oh, you from Nigeria? I'm like, Yeah, no, I love it.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I did most of my growing up here, so I have some of the South African.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I can't speak the language though, but
that was gonna be my next question. It was like, can you speak the language? Like, what is it like socially, like social life, especially for a young professional like yourself?
In Cape Town?
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's lots to do, and you can if you have money, especially, you can enjoy yourself, do so many things. And I love going to the beach. And that's why I say I like pool parties, I like water.
Yeah.
I just need to learn how to swim to really experience that.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So in terms of, so if we weren't here cooking jollof, what would you be usually doing on the weekends?
I'll be in a beach club, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sipping like mojito or
Is that your go-to
whatever.
drink?
I don't have a go-to drink
Oh, you
actually.
don't?
I just whatever I feel like. If if it's sunny, then I like cocktail. If I'm with my boys, then I like beer.
Yeah.
So it's just the vibes.
These are not the views that I carry, but a lot of Americans think of Africa and Africans as being lesser developed and therefore less intelligent. I also feel like there's a very distinct difference between how they interact in the States, where there's a bit of separation and division between folks who are African American, folks who are African, and folks who are Caribbean even. And I think for me, my family's from Haiti, so I'm used to the stereotypes that they say about Haitians, and also knowing that Haiti is still a very beautiful island, and that's how I felt about Africa, that it's still a very beautiful continent. There's so much that has yet to be discovered because people let ignorance be their limitation to exploration and curiosity. And I think for me, I just love how beautiful it is. Even though we're here in the winter time, it's still such a pleasant atmosphere in comparison to what I experience at home. There's not a daily sense of anxiety or stress. Everyone's pretty low-key. People mind their own business, but they're still also very friendly and engaging. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the sound of the water is also really soothing. I appreciate it a lot. The nature is just, it's impeccable.
I moved from Bia to South Africa probably when I was 18.
13.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
So over here it's been like a new culture and everything. Yeah.
And how are you finding that? Like, how are you coping with, you know, how was the move for you? Was it overwhelming? How are you finding it?
I think the move for me was easy because Cape Town is a multicultural city. So I feel like everybody is welcome to come over here. And so you can do your own thing and find your own people around the city, especially if you like to going to the beach or explore some wine farm, gallery. So I like these kind of cultures. So,
But I feel like there's not so many Angolans in South Africa. I don't know. I've seen a few, I've met a few, but I don't feel like, I feel like you guys don't travel a lot as compared to Zimbabweans, to be honest.
I think we do, but I think
Really?
Zimbabwe, you guys just like probably explore on different, it's like you Zimbabwe, right? And then probably you connect much with your people over here. So it's the same thing, like there is a lot of Angolan people over here. I connect much with them because of culture and hobbies as well that we have in common.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So today we did a cultural dinner, and I was like cooking with Kiana, and she's from New Jersey. That is like a part of America. I mean, I've never been there, but I mean, she has told me quite a lot of good stuff about it. And I get to learn quite a lot about other culture, you know, because like when you're in Africa, for instance, like I haven't traveled as yet, like maybe going overseas or to other African neighboring countries and etc. So I did not have a proper perception on how other culture, how other people do things and etc. But she get to like unfold it to me.
What I like the most about Jetlag is the fact that they're actually offering a free trip of culture exchanges, and that's what sold me on the company. So it was pretty much easy for me to apply. I just literally, I think I was the very last person who actually sent in their application and did a video. Within a few, I would say honestly like a week or so, I actually ended up speaking with Winnie, the owner, and by the end of the conversation, I was on the trip where I was approved. So I waited for about 4 months until we were actually meeting with all the girls, talking to all the girls. And so far, the most excruciating part out of everything was the travel part. This is my first time. There's a lot of firsts for me on this trip. It's my first time in South Africa, my first time on actually leaving the States, going over to across the Atlantic, my first time on a very long flight. And so far of my experience, everything has been great. It was just a long 48 hours. Getting here was a lot. It was a little excessive, but we made it. And so far, my experiences have been just absolutely wonderful. A common thing that I've noticed that I questioned a lot coming here was what was I going to have in common with anyone from South Africa, being the fact that, you know, the history of everything from slavery and all that. And what I've noticed is that we have a lot more similarities than we do differences. I kind of just view us as Black people, period, who are just trying to be happy and make a name and living for themselves and make sure that their family's fine, and to try to get away from, you know, as much oppression and as much negativity as we can.
I heard about jet lag through Instagram about, I would say probably last April, March, April. I happened to be following one of a particular community, and I came across their page and I followed them, and I saw some of the amazing trips that they had already done, and it looked pretty interesting. So I gave it a try, decided to reach out, and ultimately applied to be part of this trip where we're currently located in Cape Town, South Africa.
For me, what made me interested with Jetlag Africa is because I feel like travel is probably the most educational thing that one can do for themselves in their life. And I was very impressed with the fact that, first of all, Jetlag will give people trips for free just to open their minds. That is so amazing. And the first thing that I wanted was to at least be able to meet these ladies from the US and just see their reactions to what Africa is like. And it's been an interesting journey. I'm so glad that they have discovered that what they thought and the misinformation that they get out there, it really is not what they perceived. So the dinner night was so interesting for me. I like to taste different foods. I'm quite a foodie myself. And the top of the dishes for me, I was so surprised. What I know about peanut butter being mixed in food is what I know from the Shona culture, because in my Ndebele culture, we don't mix peanut butter with anything. And this was my first time to know that in Congo, they'll put fresh chicken with peanut butter, and I can't believe I ate that, and it tasted so amazing. I need to get that recipe for starters. And then I was also impressed with the jollof rice. I hadn't had that before from the Nigerian guy who made that. That was so interesting. It's great to taste what other Africans eat, because sometimes we just think that the way we cook, every other African cooks the same way. The Xhosas make samp in a different way. I was very surprised. They'll put mushroom in it, and I'd never seen that. Very interesting taste. I like that too. So what a great evening of different tastes and flavors, and, you know, great African cuisine. I like that a lot.
Jetlag Africa on a really random late night scroll of Instagram, and I found them just kind of looking for different things to do, travel stuff, and they just popped up on my feed, and I couldn't resist, so I had to definitely follow them.